Glen Buxton was the original lead guitarist for the Alice Cooper group. Without him, the sound and fury that we know from those first records would not exist. As Alice himself said, Glen ended up being one of the great rock guitar players of all time. He created Schools Out. He created all that stuff. Though his life would be cut short in 1997, his legacy lives on in the music that he helped create. It was in 1964 that he began his partnership with Alice Cooper, with his band, the Earwigs. His talents were obvious from the start, as he was the only member of the group who could actually play an instrument. The Earwigs were a parody of the Beatles and won their high school talent show, although due to them not knowing how to play instruments, Glen was the only one actually performing. Eventually, Glen was able to get the rest of the group up to speed, and they began playing as the Spiders. They continued honing their skills and changed their name again to the Nazz. However, this would be changed as another group already had that name. They became Alice Cooper, and it was here that Buxton began to let his creativity truly shine with iconic riffs. Alice spoke on it, saying Glen was not a songwriter. He would write riffs, though. They would show up on the album, and even great guitar players would say, "What is that line? It's so weird, but it's catchy." Mike Bruce was much more into chord structure, so Glen was always sort of our icing on the cake. Glen would receive songwriting credit with every song on the first two albums, and later on the tracks I'm 18, Is It My Body, Halo of Flies, Dead Babies, School's Out, Street Fight, Grand Finale, Elected, and Generation Landslide. While he would receive writing credits on these tracks, his guitar work would shine on every album that he was featured on. He was the pulse on those albums. Buxton gave the songs an evil melodic power that paired so well with the lyrics and talents of Alice Cooper. His time with the band would be cut short, however. Despite being credited on Muscle of Love, he does not actually play on the album. Drummer Neil Smith said that Glen was having problems with the demons of rock and roll at that particular time. He would not be credited on another record until the release of Aunt Bee's Lunar Music in 1997. After his stint with Alice Cooper, he mainly played clubs throughout the Midwest and generally kept to himself. He would play off and on with his former bandmates throughout the years. His final show would be with some of them on October 12, 1997. He was experiencing some pain and said he would go to the doctor after he returned home. On the 19th, he died of viral pneumonia at the age of 49. Buxton's legacy lives on in the iconic work he did with Alice Cooper. It continues to inspire, thrill, and bang the heads of countless rockers who know all of his riffs as the lullabies of their generation. If you'd like to know more about Glen and his life, there's a link to his website in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Please help support this channel by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, checking out my old videos, and I will see you guys next time.